Off we go from Santa Clara. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Finding his tight end, Farrell. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Mike, these are the spots that if I was a play caller, I think I'm calling up something down the field. You know the defense is really packed in tight, anticipating a run. Now's the time, play action and throw it over their head. They take a little bit more of a conservative approach, still get stopped for no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
Take this inside the 40 to the 39, but most importantly, they've got it. That's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, Purdy. And Pearson.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Look at that. Slinging it across his body and connected. Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down. That's another 49er.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Not much happening there, just a short game. He was brought down by Jermaine Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line. 2nd down and 8. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. At the 15-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6. Out of of the gun. It's Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on 4th down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
The RPO, that one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard to the 19-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And he's going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall. That one never got started. Defense is pressured too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. When you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. In this case, they do it for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop the throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A big play after being backed up. 67 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot, and that's just a big-time play.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
New York.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Ball, and he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. As we are ready to get back underway. And he's in! Touchdown, New York. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. 49ers offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And he tries to get to the end, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinton Williams, in for the sack. It is a loss of 8, and now it's 3rd down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line.
At their
The
own
Jets offense
37-yard
ready to
line.
see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's hauled. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a nice start to the drive. It's 8 of 10 and a quick first down.
Jets.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Receiver in motion, headed left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. He's hit after the catch and the ball comes free. And this is going to wind up 49ers football. They have it.
We hear that term run or catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
First and 10 now from the 36. Kittle is the man in motion. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
This brought in out past the 20. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. deep downfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 36 yards.
And it really starts with the blitz pickup by the guys up front. I mean, the defense, they sold out. They're trying to get home. The offense is ready. They end up using their aggressiveness against them, and they pick up a nice gain through the air.
Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll get about 5. From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Moving to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll step up and run this. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Vote now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets move out on top, 14-0.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. It's San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 3-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds and stop the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it.
Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Purdy going to put it up again. The connection made to Ayuk. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49ers.
And that's one of the best elements of this run game is just how explosive they can be. And it has felt like they've been on the verge of breaking one a few times here, Mike, and then they finally make it happen here. Catch the end zone, 1st time today.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers are on the board. It's now 14-7.
49ers 7.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This returnable with Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard mark. Brees Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. The throw here is complete. Jets are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to the air one more time. He'll swing this one out to Hall. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Jets first down. So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second
play here on EA Sports. This returnable with Taylor. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 31 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be taken down. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. That is caught left side by Taylor. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to a stop and take it to 1st and goal. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll run. It's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
One more time, they give it to Hall. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, New York.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Now, Folk on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets will take a 21-7 lead.
49ers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
Down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And He'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got enough. They convert on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 30 yards.
We have to give some credit to the offense. They're doing their part as they try to claw their way back into this game. On their previous drive, touchdown. That big play now has them potentially on another scoring drive. If they can get some defensive stops and keep this up offensively, this game could start getting real interesting.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Purdy now on 2nd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd down, they need 5. Purdy to throw. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
So everyone's going to focus in on that sack, and certainly it's a huge play, but it doesn't happen without the coverage on the back end. You can see the quarterback working through his progressions as quickly as he could. There was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
On 4th down, it's Jake Booty time for the Niners. This one from 49. Booty's kick is good. And the 49ers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Booty comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll step up and run. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
First down, New York.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now, this looks like a design run, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 2nd and 6. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Jets' first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. The decision to keep it pays off. It's a pickup of 13 and a first down.
First down, New York.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Another run here with Hall. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Again, here's Hall.
Chris Hall, the ball carrier. Taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 1.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Hart. This is Ayuk. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, a loose football. And the Jets come up with the takeaway. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain there of 11, and the Jets have a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. It's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd down and 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Pass is caught. That's Ruckert, the tight end. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jeremy Ruckert. Touchdown, New York. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Folk now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. Pick up of 46 yards. First and 10 for Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he will score! George Kittle! Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to edge a bit closer.
49ers 17.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And then left. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
It's second down.
He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
Third and inches.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. And this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
The Niners offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Pushed out to his left. And they'll have it across midfield, now the opposing 46-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback, manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, it is 2nd down and 5. They'll drop to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, 49ers.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows and make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. And you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got it.
He puts it up, and it's caught. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the two-point conversion.
49ers 25.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.